Good morning to you. I'm thrilled to bring you Breathography Pilates. Hi, I'm AJ Fisher. For those of you who don't know me, I have a Pilates background, a professional dance background. I was on Broadway for many years, and a personal training background. I've been training clients of all fitness backgrounds for many, many years. And now I do have an online studio, hypoxics.studio, where I do implement my evidence-based breathography technique. We've been studying this at a couple of universities over the past couple of years. It's really exciting, and we're seeing major benefits in terms of body composition, basal metabolic rate, and strength. We're thrilled, and we're going to keep pushing forward with the research. And now I want to teach you this methodology. This all started with postnatal clients, where I began integrating a forced exhalation and controlled breathing into the client's routines. Now, I do have a Pilates background, and so I'm very familiar with the integration of breath into movement. Of course, it's been done for thousands of years with pranayama and yoga. But I was very curious as an exercise scientist as to the specificity of the breath, what was happening with carbon dioxide, oxygen in the body, specifically with the heart rate variability, and being much more specific with the duration, frequency, intensity, tempo of the breath. It's easy to cue someone, inhale, exhale, but I found it was very easy for clients to get lost in their breath or not be very specific as to the intensity at which they were exhaling. And so here is the breathography technique. I want to keep it very simple for you today. This is just an introduction video. If you'd like to go deeper into this training, please visit hypoxics.studio. That's hypoxix.studio, where you can sign up for a free apprentice account to learn the technique. And then once you're ready to go deeper, join me in live classes. I would be very excited to train you there. Additionally, I partner with the Breath Source app. If you're interested in the breath work, isolated breath work side of it, please download that app. Also, you can download that for free. There's a couple of free workouts that I even have on my end of the app, and I would love for you to experience that neutral movement as well. So for today, I want you to simply take 2 sniffs of air through your nostrils. 1, 2, and then you're going to exhale for 8 seconds. But over the course of that 8 seconds, you're going to make 4 different sounds. Well, really 3 sounds, but at increasing intensity. It sounds like this. I call it the 4 breath stages of the engaged exhale. Blow, hiss, softly shishing, and loudly shishing. You're shishing someone like you're an angry librarian, but there's a differentiation between the soft shish and the loud shish. I know it seems a bit complex at first, but I've had many hypoxonauts, I call them, who've been studying the hypoxics methodology for many years online, and this breathing does become involuntary. Now, this breathing is specific to increasing the engagement of your deep core, so it's very helpful for someone who is postnatal and needs to recover that core more effectively. That's how all of this was born, pun intended. And additionally, it helps to strengthen your respiration, your lungs. This is something that does need to be worked on and maintained, because aging does apply to the lungs and the respiratory system, in addition to our musculoskeletal, our nervous system, everything. We have to work on it. So interestingly, we can also improve the health of our lungs by including this forced expiratory technique. I call it the breathography technique, with the specificity of those sounds, performing those sounds in conjunction with your functional movement. Now, today we're focusing on just a couple of key Pilates exercises. So let's just go in with our double engaged inhale through the nostrils. 1, 2, and let's practice blow. That's it. Now, let's also practice our zip up activation, which is the zip up that prefaces every single set of exercise. So ultimately, we're zipping up from the bottom. And if you have a familiarity with Pilates, you understand this. We're getting a pelvic floor contraction, a navel. It's a zipper from the bottom. Then it goes navel. Then it goes ribs back, then shoulders and head. So it's a postural and core setup so that every single exercise is more effective. And when you go into your double engaged inhale, what I mean by engaged is those key muscle groups are engaged as you breathe into your ribs. Now hold on a second, let me grab my ab ribbon. I wanted you guys to actually see me put this on. And here, the reason that I started using ribbons around the waists of clients is because this is not an aesthetic thing. I think a it looks pretty cool with this outfit. Kind of, gives you that high-waisted vibe. Keep it at the base of the ribs. If you don't have an ab ribbon, you can tie a ribbon around your waist. Ultimately, it's here so that you can feel where you are in your breath cycle. So let's practice here. And if you don't have a ribbon, you can make letter C's with your hands and just put them here. And let's practice the zip up. In fact, let me go to the side here so you can see. Ready? Watch me released and zip up. Hiss, pelvic floor, navel, ribs, shoulders, head. That happens on a hiss exhalation. Let's take it. Ready? Hiss. Now here, stay engaged in those muscles as you take 2 sniffs of air through the nose. 1, 2. So the air is being directed into the ribs. And now let's take our 8-second exhale with our breath stages. And you're loosening the ab ribbon as you go towards your soft tish and loud tish. Now the ab ribbon, you will feel a tightness, a tension when you do your double engaged inhale. And that is absolutely perfect. And that's what I want, because I want you to feel like you're breathing into the ribbon on the inhale, and then you're loosening the ribbon on the exhalation. That's it for today. We're going to perform one exercise at a time. In fact, let's start in a simple tabletop position. So you're lying on your back, and I want you to increase the intensity of that exhale as you go through your 4 breath stages. So I call this the breath crescendo. And the reason for that is that I want you to increase the intensity at which you're exhaling over the course of the 8-second exhale. So ready? Let's take it from our zip up. Inhale, hiss. 1, 2, 3, 4. Head 5 is driving back into the floor. Double engaged inhale. Fill the ribbon. 1, or fill your letter C hands. 8-second exhale. Blow. Loud shish. Loosen the ribbon. Ooh, and the great thing about this is that you don't have to do as many repetitions because you're really getting those key deep muscles that you probably were intended to get in the first place. But many times people are, performing crunches, overdoing it, maybe doing too many repetitions. None of us have time for that. And also make it more effective. So now let's go up to a bridge. I know even a bridge is a core exercise. And let's perform the same thing. Start with that zip up activation. Imagine there's a zipper from the bottom and you're keeping that pelvic floor engaged. Ready? Inhale. Hiss. Double engaged inhale. Fill the ribbon or fill your hands. 1, 2. 8-second exhale. Let's take 2 more breath cycles. Start with a double engaged inhale. 1. Even this is abs. Pelvic floor. Inhale. 1. Driving through your heels. So you're gently squeezing your glutes. You're getting your hamstrings and your glutes and your abs by driving the ribs equally down into the ground. Loud shish. Okay, let's now from here. If you can keep the ribbon loose around your waist on the soft shish and loud shish, then you can bring your head off the floor. Otherwise, I would keep your head on the floor and strengthen those deep abdominals first using the proprioception or the feedback from that ribbon around your waist, and then add in the weight of the head coming up. Because remember, the head is like anywhere between 15 to 25 pounds, and that's like adding a dumbbell to an exercise that you're not ready for yet. So here, I want you to bring those legs up to tabletop, and here we go. 3 breath cycles in a row, meaning after the zip up activation, that zip up, you perform a 2-second inhale and an 8-second exhale cyclically 3 times in a row. Let's go. Hiss. Inhale. 1, 2. Blow the air out, loosen the ribbon. Inhale, head down, but keep engaged. 1. You're inhaling into your ribs. Inhale. 1, 2. Loosen the ribbon. Loud shish. 4, 3, 2, and a 1. Now, for those who are a bit more advanced in their Pilates technique, let's take a couple. I'm just going to walk you through a cycle now that you have an understanding of the breathing method. If you are more beginner, stick with those first 2 exercises and become adept at loosening the ribbon around your waist by the soft shish and loud shish and staying engaged in those key core muscles. And of course, if you want to learn more and go deeper into this training, go to hypoxics.studio, take classes with me, and there are key strategic videos called the Breathography Baby Steps that walk you through very slowly each of these components. We're moving quickly today because I just wanted to give you an introduction. All right, so here we go. Zip up. Yes. Inhale 1 and 2 and blow. No movement in the pelvis. Loud shh. Inhale. We're going to stay on the engaged inhale. Now add the pulses. Open chest. Come up a little higher. If you can keep that ribbon loose. Inhale. One more breath cycle here. And rest. Now, one more exercise. I simply want you to feel the intensity of the abdominals when you go into your forearm plank. This is Pilates. We do a plank on the reformer. On the forearms, I want you to feel that ribbon loosen around the waist when you go to that hard exhalation, okay? So the same thing here. We're going to start with our zip up activation in the plank, okay? So here we go. And I'm going to give you a nice profile here so you can see what's happening. Zip up, squeeze your glutes. Inhale, inhale. Loosen the ribbon. Inhale, inhale. One more. Squeeze the glutes. Keep lifting that pelvic floor. 3, 2, and a 1. And you see how you don't have to do as many repetitions if you're intentional with your breath work. Not only are you enhancing your autonomic nervous system by regulating your breath, but you're also strengthening your lung tissue, your respiration muscles, and your deep core muscles. My argument is that none of us have very much time, and we have a hard enough time staying consistent with exercise. For me to ask you to perform breath work and mobility and core and functional training and getting it all in, well, how in the world with jobs and kids and responsibilities are we going to get all of that in one day? And so this is why I've created a workout that combines the breath work, the core and the mobility, the functional fitness. And it's pretty interesting what's happening with the research and also my anecdotal experience with this. So come on, visit me at hypoxis.studio. Would love to see you there. And until then, keep on breathing, keep on controlled breathing, and can't wait to see you in the next video. Bye-bye.